I don't know whatever the topic of this video is, but I'll get to it eventually. But I just wanted to say that my windows are wide open right now, so anything that I do say will be judged by the people that can hear outside. So in that case, I'm gonna close them actually. Okay, now the windows are closed. I just wanted to say, I think I was gonna talk about like, oh, the state of criminality or what I think of it right now. But I just wanted to say as well, I just got a Tesco meal deal, right? I've been abusing this for like a long time right now. So meal deals are cracked, right? If you get like a snack, a main, and a drink, it lowers the price of the whole meal drastically. You know, the infamous £3.60. I can get a Krispy Kreme donut as a snack, right? And that's usually about like £2.95 or like $3.15 for a donut, right? But because it's a snack, I can put it in the meal deal. And then I get like a massive Red Bull, and those are usually around £2.70, which is like what, $3. So already the total is $6. And then I have any main really. I can get a sandwich. I mean, I usually just get like pasta or like even sushi. Like there's like sushi that's like £4.50 or something. You know, I just consumerism to an extent, okay? But all this totals to around like $10, right? Or £11, whatever you want to say, 11 great British pounds. Anyways, what do I think about criminality right now? This has been like the topic of conversation a couple times on my channel, and I've made a couple videos about it at certain points of the game stage. But you know, it's been a while, and I've genuinely not really said or voiced my opinions properly. I think criminality is actually doing really well right now. Like as a game, it's as stable as it could have ever been. It's everything's pretty relatively balanced, and it's nothing really like crazy going on that needs to be like nerfed immediately. Oh, this is where the cheater is. I should probably just walk away. Everything is stable. There's no severe bugs is what I meant to say. There's no severe exploits. You know, there was flinging for a while, but that was like a month ago, and so now that's completely patched with the new updates. You know, there is the aimbotters and cheating, of course, but that's always been prevalent in the game, and you know, it only will get more prevalent as there's more players, which, you know, how it's just kind of, you know, see one thing go up, then the other thing goes up. No, not really like a crazy observation to make, but I feel like I should just say that because some people will be like, criminality, I hate RVVC. I kind of mentioned before how criminality is such an interesting community because it's one of the most dumbass communities I've ever been in ever. Hold on, let me take a sip of my Red Bull. What's even more interesting to observe is how much people go and hate RV even though he's on fuck all, and create like such an incredible parasocial relationship. Parasocial relationship meaning, you know, like a very one-sided tsundere. No, is it tsundere or is it yandere? Oh, I think the biggest complaint that you could make about Crim, like genuinely, like an honest complaint about Crim, is its staleness. You could say, like, the game hasn't changed immensely since it really has updated from 2.0. I mean, it's going to in 3.0. But like, so that argument itself is kind of refuted, but you get what I mean. It's been like the same shit. You go and watch a video from 1.4, it's basically like the same shit, right? I don't even think I'm an RV glitch. I used to hate this motherfucker. I used to have beef with the whole fucking mod team, bro. This is not, I've not. Alright, bro. Bro, what is this fucking server? It is so just detestable and just unfun. Fuck off. Regardless, right? The game hasn't. What even is this place? What the fuck? You can't 100% say, right? Like, the game is stale because it hasn't been really updated immensely. And honestly, in the position that RV is in, right? As in, he has been targeted, harassed, just everything bad that can ever happen to you online. Bro, this guy has been hunting me down. Fuck off. I'm just trying to talk, and you won't. Okay, everything bad has happened to him to such an incredible extent because of criminality and his community and people just having a parasocial. It's just what I've said. All right, I don't think it's such a surprise that he decided to make this game corporate, which is a valid complaint you can make about this game. That it's kind of corporate. They started making more skins and focusing less on updating. And like, yeah, skins. I mean, look at me. I'm a consumer here. Okay. It is definitely, without being said, that skins have been more of a focus in RV's development path and as a source of revenue. But I honestly can't blame him. Like, why would you want to try and cater towards like a community that just does nothing but hate you or villainize you as some kind of? This does sound like I'm just glazing him, but I'm thinking of it as in like okay, so what does RV do, or what has he done that has deserved this? And then when I kind of think back, I think, oh, not really anything. You know, it's sad as well when the only kind of what is even shooting me? I'm just confused, honestly. It's like such a flurry of bullets spraying around, but some of them are like hitting me miraculously. You know, the argument is already just cooked when people only have it's almost like 6 years old now. 6-year-old drama that has been debunked already. And bro, what the fuck off? I got this pasta, right? And it's like really good, actually. I didn't expect it to be this good. It's like some tomato basil bullshit, but it's got feta cheese. I love feta cheese. I've already said how I like cheese a lot because it's very characteristic, you know. Like there's some passion that goes into making cheese. People have to take care of its process of being created, and the personality really reflects off, you know. Anyways, enough glazing. Let me actually voice some things that could be changed or my personal opinions about the game. Okay, that I think could improve. The community is so like broken. Like, you know, the general chat is like basically permanently closed at this point, right? But I don't know. I feel like there can be some improvement to the community in general. Like, oh, how the community, how RV voices himself back, you know. I think he always kind of had a problem with that, but that can just be how a person is, and you can say like, oh, but that's his fault, but you can't be like, oh, but then he shouldn't be a developer. But at the end of the day, he didn't really do anything wrong. It's more like, oh, RV just needs to be less ominous. That's like telling Michael Myers to like say something, you know. I'm not calling him Michael Myers or anything, but okay. What? Sky, what the fuck? His bullet magnetized to my body. Moderation. I feel like moderation's kind of been on the lazy side for a while. There have been some rumors and speculations that, like, I mean, I think this is basically confirmed, but I don't have any proof, and I'm not gonna go out my way to find some proof because who do you think I am, bro? Do you think I really give a fuck that much? The moderators were being underpaid, and there just hasn't been really like a knack for finding moderators and trying to keep like a really solid grip on the cheaters in this game, you know. I think what their idea is from like the reason why they're not really hiring and focus on fixing the game as a whole, having like a constant outsource of like a paycheck, it's just business really to them now, because obviously if they want corporate, they're gonna think of it in a business way. But that you can just say fuck you, RV, hire some more moderators, fuck you. One thing that's really untalked about within moderation, or why I feel like RV doesn't hire more moderators, or there's just not more moderators, like a fuck ton. When you remember how much harassment RV gets and just generally his team, and I'm saying RV because come on, like he's like kind of the main head of the game, and like, he's like the creator and everything. I'm like, when I say RV, I mean like the team, you know, just everyone involved around them. You have to consider like the harassment that moderators get is just insane as well. Even if they make a tiny mistake, it gets butchered by the people that try and target this game. It is basically a weak point. Something you can say about RV is I guess he doesn't. At least he could try. Instead of doing nothing, do something. At least try. It's like when something goes wrong, at least people will kind of respect it. Some people will, you know. You know what's so funny? I'm just yapping. Like, what if I'm completely wrong and and RV just really doesn't give a fuck? But this is what I think, okay? I'm not. This is just what's in my head about how he feels or how his approach to criminals, you know. Judging by everything that I've witnessed and been through in the past like 5 years of playing this fucking game, I feel like I don't have a horrible idea. You know? After everything that's happened with Grim, I'm surprised this game is still even up, bro. I feel like that's something that anyone can respect. I feel like at a certain point, right? Like RV used to genuinely care about this game, and you could feel it. And I think he still does, but it's like if he cares about it, he's just gonna be like hurt again. Like, yeah, wow, RV has emotions. Can you believe it? Easy, tall boy! Bro, his sun-dried tomatoes are fucking me up, bro. They're good as hell, bro. It is such an abusive relationship, what like criminality and its fans are. It is so funny and really sad to see at the same time. Like, what could have been, but still is around, you know? Alright, bro, Uzi's high-key cracked. What the fuck? I feel like the reason why I can say these opinions so solidly and so, you know, with an open mind is because I don't expect anything from this game. I've been playing the game for what it is, and I think people will need to learn to do that as well. Like, I'm not saying you can't be excited for something, right? But why expect something that has never happened? But honestly, I'm not gonna argue about the unbridled whimsy of a child expecting something, you know. That's just the way the cookie crumbles, bro. There was a period in the Crim's time where RV was really toxic, or his team was just generally toxic when 1.3 came out, and like that whole era, game creator to player interaction. I don't know. It's just funny to think about it now because he worked so fucking hard, and the game like changed drastically, and you can tell like there was some love put into that shit, right? And when the community reacted negatively, RV had a little bit of a crash. Well, okay, remember I said when RV I mean like the whole team. Even his nonchalant ass crashed out a little bit. And that was funny and also sad to see, because it just reaffirms like the toxic relationship between criminal. What do you mean, wow, bro? I've been killing you. I haven't been teaming with you once. There's nothing to be wowed about, bro. There's no surprise. It's also a lot of nostalgia that's behind this as well. Like, I mean, I've had some of my best times on the internet on this game, and the people that have come out of it. So I'm not gonna be so harsh on it. I guess another thing you could talk about is Crim's stance on hackers, exploiters, people who try and ruin the game. Okay, you can tell like RV deadass did care, you know, because of the way he treated exploiters, and fuck, he had like a zero tolerance for them, you know. And genuine, like there was a point where like there was actually hatred, you know. But I feel like that's gone now, because, you know, well, I think I've already explained why. Anyways, yeah, that's. I hope you guys enjoyed my TED talk about criminality. What to gather from what I've talked about to myself from this video. The fuck was that? I don't hate the game. I love it, but I like it. I like it. I certainly don't think that it would hurt for RV to experiment and try adding things and just updating the game, even if there's no real monetary value to it. Cause why not? Just for the love of the game, you know. You can have passion for the game without caring. You know? You don't have to void all your emotions. You know what's funny, actually? I don't think I've ever had an actual conversation with this guy, bro. Like I've had like a, hey, how are you, RV? And he's like, good. There was just one time this fucking cunt Sabor, right? He fucking like made his avatar into RV. This is like a month ago or some shit. And this guy fucking LARPed as RV. I was like, oh hi RV, and then he was like, oh yeah, hi. I was like, how's the game going? He was like, the game's going good. And then RV teleports next to him. I'm like, what the? You know, like in Among Us, there's the shapeshifter role, right? And then someone shapeshifts into like one person, and then the other person walks in, and then it's just like there's two people. And, you know, that's what it felt like. Honestly, I think it's more my fault that I've never had an actual conversation with RV, because I'm incredibly like just antisocial. I'll fuck you up with a wrench, bitch. Bitch. Oh fuck, he's got a baton. No, he's actually fucking me up, bro. Yo. Yeah. But yeah, I just can't really hold a conversation with anyone that I kind of have never talked to unless I know them, and I don't know RV at all. So there you go. I don't really think this game's going corporate. You know, there could be so many pop-ups and little like buys and all sorts of shit, but there isn't. You know, you got skins which are literally optional. Ah, but the gods are pay to win. Like shooting someone with a magnum and doing 2 extra damage because of a fire cosmetic is pay to win. Game passes. Actually, fuck the Hallows launcher. And then XP. You could have actual pay to win shit. You know, actual stuff like that, but I'm surprised that there isn't any of that. Anyways, goodbye.